Hey, everybody. Welcome to the intense reading sprints for the night. I figured we would sprint from like 7 to 9 and just see how much we could get done. Hey, Hannah, how are you? What are you planning on reading tonight? I'm going to finish, I'm determined to finish tonight. The Stepsisters by Susan Mallory. I'm about 74% through, so I'm hoping I can get that done tonight. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Cozy. What are you guys all reading tonight? This feels weird. I'm used to having somebody else to talk to, but you guys are here, so it's kind of the same thing. Hey, Bev. Yeah, I'm determined. I've literally finished 2 books so far this month, which I feel like, I mean, I know that's like not the worst thing, but I feel like, oh, like the biggest loser right now trying to get that done. So we'll see what that was. That's fine. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Weather changes. Yeah. Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, our weather's been like crazy here. We've been like snow, and then it snowed, and then it was like 45 degrees. It was really nice. Then it's raining, it's super windy, then it's like a normal day. So who knows? Nancy's reading The Marriage by K.L. Slater and The Serial Murders by Diane Mott Davidson. Okay. Be reading Broadcast for Murder. Hey, Leanna, how are you? Hey, Nicole, how are you? What is everybody who just came in? What are you guys reading tonight? That was a lot of comments that just popped up. Sorry. Hey, Melanie. Because you need to work on First Chili Cook-Off by Kylie Logan. Probably sample some new books. Okay. All right. I'm going to start Sophie Jordan's Lessons from a Scandalous Bride. That sounds like that's going to be interesting. Having joint troubles lying in bed watching Golden Girls. It's the best way to spend a night. Hey, Jillian. Yeah, I do. I hope you feel better. Joint troubles suck. Just being in pain sucks. Reading Game of Cones. That sounds hilarious. Just the title. I love it. See, here's where I would imagine Tiffany's cracking up laughing over a title. Oh, Jane Eyre. You want to finish at 79%? Okay, I'm there. I'm 74% in my book. I'm determined to get it done today as well. Hey, Anna. Glad you made it. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Storm may be joining us. She said that she had to cook dinner, so she might join when she's done. Melanie, I'm reading The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I would love to hear what you think about that one. Yeah, it's a funny title. Yes, Broken Girls, I did enjoy that one. I think Tiffany read that one too. I think she didn't enjoy the dual timelines, but that's what Simone St. James I've found in the books that I've read by her. She does like a dual timeline of like something from the past, something of the future, and then at some point that like meets up together. So you guys tell me, do you guys want to just jump right in at like 05 and start sprinting, or you want to wait till like 15 or something like that? I kind of feel like I'm just talking to myself making a video, even though you guys are here, but so you guys let me know. Need to go to Sam's Club in a bit, dreading it. The store is so big. Hello.
Hey.
We are just discussing what books we're reading, so you haven't missed anything yet. Is that a thriller? The Broken Girls? Yes, that is a thriller. I don't know if that's what you were talking about, but if you did, that's the one I was saying yes to. Anna finishing Baby Cakes by Armistead Maupin. I'm 60% through. Okay. Well wishes to you. Tiffany's not feeling good today, so.
Oh.
Yeah. And I want to get to the next Library of Lovers, but my hold didn't come in today.
Oh no. I hate when that happens.
I know. It's like, especially when you have it planned out, you're like, come on. So I'm reading Threaded for Trouble. That's another good title. I've been liking the dual timelines. I just finished Sundown Motel by her. Yeah, that's the order I read it in too. Sundown Motel, then Broken Girls. Saying hi to you, Storm. I'm excited to try that series. The Marriage is a Psychological Mystery. Oh, that sounds interesting. More highs.
Hello, everybody.
What are you going to be reading tonight?
I am finishing up An Impossible Imposter by golly.
Okay.
I'm at 93%. And
we're definitely finishing that then.
Going down today.
Yeah.
It did pick up a little bit, and it seemed a little bit more like the Veronica and Stoker kind of thing that I'm used to with the series.
Mm-hmm.
But that was about 60% in, and so I mean it's kind of ruined the whole, like, it's not getting the 5 stars that I normally give it.
Yeah, that's I'm kind of bummed. I said I've only read 2 books so far this year, and I was like, okay, about both of them.
Yeah. And this was like my most anticipated out of like my most anticipated. And so, yeah. So even if I give it a halfway decent rating, I'm still really bummed because I just knew it was going to be 5 stars. So.
And yeah, that's it. I am finishing up The Stepsisters by Susan Mallory. I'm determined to finish that. I'm at about 74%. So, and that book I can use to do 2 prompts in the Mary Poppins readathon, because I was just saying today, I'm like, to my coworker, I'm like, I can't fail at my own readathon. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, come on.
But then you weren't expecting to get sick either.
So. No, I definitely was not expecting to get sick. And I'm just like,
this one has put me behind, I feel like, on my reading because I've been reading on it for like a week and a half.
Yeah. And you're like, what am I doing? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I need to get it done so I can move to something else.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep putting audiobooks in its place because it's like, well, I can just listen to an audiobook. It's easier. And I just don't want to put, well, it's like, got to get it done.
I agree. Anna, this is my first Susan Mallory book. I am liking it so far. I've just never read anything by her. This one was highly recommended. So
I like her.
Yeah.
Does she do the Fool's Gold series? I think.
I have no idea.
It's like a long running series, I think.
Oh, I'll have to look at it. Yeah, this is like the first one I've even ever heard of. How's the X Murders so far? It is slow moving. It's a lot of, and Nancy said this too, it's a lot of learning their culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of culture. Is that who Fool's Gold is by her?
Yep. I was right. Yep. She has, it's a, I don't know, it's got probably like 12 or 15 books in it. It's like,
okay. So, yeah, if I like it, I'll definitely check those out. Yeah, so it's a slow moving book because it's learning a lot of their culture, and you're like, where are we going with this for a lot of it? So
yeah, and it's probably like one of those that's got a lot of buildup maybe for like the next book. If since she's an archaeologist, she'll be doing was learn all that stuff.
Well, that's I kind of already feel like I'm like, oh, are we going to meet up with this particular person again later on down the road, or you feel like, oh, she'd have to call on this person again later on. Yeah, getting sick really sucked, and yeah, life changed, plans change. I'm just starting to get like taste and smell back. Like I have this guy at work who wears a lot of cologne, and today I kind of just faintly smelled him, and I was like, oh wow, I can smell him, very faintly. Thank you, because he's like too much with it. But like, I was like, wow, I can smell again. So I was like excited for that. Yeah, it's very slow moving. Simone and Jill Shabbos are both authors I want to try. Okay. Well, so far I would recommend this one.
I feel like they're both pretty much the same kind of like authors. Like they write the same kind of books.
Okay.
Kind of like, I think you would like the Fool's Gold. I've only read like maybe 1 or 2, but since you like Debbie Macomber and things like that, to me it's because it's like a small town, I think, setting and things like that. So it's kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely, this one, it's kind of like 2 stepsisters, and then when their parents were married, they had a kid together, and now they're much older and like kind of like something in life like brought them all together again. So I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, my smell's only back like 80%. I'm hoping I am very sensitive to smell, so I've been kind of in bliss. Like, oh, if people are putting a lotion on or something, I'm like, I haven't smelled it, so I'm like, in a way, I'm like, all right, that was the good part. But when I just want to like eat something and I'm like, I just want to associate the smell and the taste with it. I'm like, this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the eating part. I think would be the worst because you can't smell what you're trying to eat, and that changes your taste buds. I think a little
Yes.
too because you can't.
Everything I've tasted that's tasted orange tastes, I don't know, almost like it has a medicine taste to
Like
it.
coffee medicine or something. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, which sucks because I really love orange. So I didn't have a loss of taste and smell. My husband like lost it for like 2 days. And I was like, oh, it sounds more like you just had a stuffy nose, not really like you lost your taste. Tastes the same way.
And it's like everybody gets hit differently with the COVID, it seems like.
Yeah.
So.
Like a girl at my job had it really bad, but never lost her taste or smell. So, but like sore throat, she couldn't, she said her throat felt swollen. And I'm like, I didn't really have that. So,
yeah.
My favorite Susan Mallory books are California Girls, Summer of Sunshine, and Margot, and Vineyard at the Painted. Okay, like I didn't even realize this lady was like that big of a deal. I'm gonna have to like go look up a bunch of books now.
Yeah, she's pretty big.
I didn't even realize it. Storm, is there any author you haven't read?
I dabble. Because I've actually read Jill Shalvis too, so I dabble.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a bunch of books I gotta look up. My manager just came back from the virus and said he has some foods taste and smell terrible. So yeah.
I haven't read one of Lee's favorites, obviously, because that Ellen Hildebrand or whatever.
Oh, Ellen Hildebrand, yeah. That's
I've
one
never read. But you explaining them on your favorites. I haven't got done watching it, but I was watching it earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she sounds like one of those that's gonna make you cry all the time. I don't want to read that.
And there are sometimes books I don't want to read because I know I'm just going to be like crying my eyes out and it's like this emotional thing. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself? My boy has COVID right now. I'm holed up in a hotel. Isolating from him, hoping I don't have it too. Yeah, it took like a week before Marcus felt anything, but he's like, it's okay. He went into that whole series, like, if we're going to die together. I'm like, well, I don't want to die over this. This isn't like that serious or anything. I'm like, we're going to live to see another day. Don't worry about that. Wish I did today when my boss had 2 days. Sorry, Jillian. Yeah, I have a guy at work who just walks around and he farts, no shame or anything like that. And I was like bent down in a filing cabinet one time and he walked by me and I'm like, my mouth was open and like, he just like walked by and farted. I'm like, ew. I don't know.
Some people just don't care.
No, they don't care. Yeah, Jillian, you could have went back to your cabin. There you go. You've been holed up there having a better time maybe. Toothpaste tasted like chemicals for about 2 weeks. Was so gross. That sucks, especially because that's like the thing you think will make your mouth feel fresh, That sucks. I'm going to read now. I have some time before I leave. Okay, go ahead. I think we're going to start at 15 anyway, if you guys are good with that.
That's fine.
Okay. And I was telling my best friends the same thing. I'd be so mad because I just finished unpacking and then I had to pack again. Yeah, that's a pain. I love Fool's Gold by Susan Mallory. Okay, you guys are going to make me look up all these books now. Alicia Shelves too. She writes Lucky Harbor series.
Yeah. I think I've read it's like, I don't know, it's Heartbreaker or something like that by her.
I'm gonna have adding to my TBR now. See? Fingers crossed, Jillian, I got COVID from my boyfriend. Yeah. And Tiffany, you read a lot of authors as well. Yeah, you guys have read a lot of different authors, I feel like too.
I feel like I've read a lot of variety of things. But when it comes to like, how people got like my favorite thrillers and my favorite this and that, and I'm like, I don't think I've read enough of this or enough of that to have my favorites of that.
Yeah, you do say it though. Like you say it a lot that you're like a dabbler like that.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I'm a dabbler. So
you want to read to the top of the hour?
Sure, that's fine. This thing's going down.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if you see me screaming, but you can't hear it, my friends already told me I'm not going to like the ending. So
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm a little worried.
Too funny. All right. I will keep an eye out and see how you're doing after that. And everybody else, happy reading. Oh, how'd you do? Your face was hidden for a part of the time, so I didn't know if that's when you were in anger off camera.
I'm not very happy.
Like all of a sudden, your face is off screen. I'm like, I can't tell what she's doing. Did you finish it?
Yeah, just then.
Okay.
It's
Not
aggravating.
Okay. Are you just going to move on to something else now, or?
Yeah, I'll probably go back to Cameron Battle and the Hidden Kingdom because I've been reading on that too, but I've been trying to get this done because me and my friend are supposed to write about this one this week on our blog, so I had to hurry up and get it done.
There you go. How are you doing with Monte Cristo?
Oh, not too bad. I'm like 54% into it. So.
Okay. I've decided that's just going to be a quarterly classic. I'm just going to have to get it in there, but I knew in my frame of mind I was not going to be in the right place to. I don't even want to read anything I like right now, so I'm like, oh, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anna said, my husband tested positive for COVID on Saturday. We think he had the new strand just going around. He was congested, aches, etc., but never lost his sense of taste or smell. He's doing better now. That's great. Hopefully, not getting into this at all, but like I hear like the newest one is like weaker but more contagious. So, I mean, I don't really watch the news or pay attention to any of that for the fact that you just drive yourself crazy. But
yeah,
it's like everything every day. People in my town they're like, oh, did you hear about this? I'm like, nope. Keep it moving. Like, if it doesn't affect me, I don't want to know about it. And that's not to be ignorant. It's just like I don't want to be stressed out about every little thing. I'm going to keep an eye out on you, Storm. And you hid, so we couldn't see your facial expressions. So
I didn't even know I was hiding. I was just like,
you know what? I think because you just turned to the table and you were just focused. And I'm like, oh man, I don't see her. Hey, Johara. King of Scars. That's part of the Shadow and Golem.
It's the second duology in the Grisha trilogy,
Okay.
like Grisha verse, I guess it is.
Yeah. Hey, Master Fancy. Just saying hi on a quick break. Hope everyone's enjoying their book. Currently reading A Killer Cupcake and loving it. That's awesome. Got up to 83%. Excellent. I got up to 82%. I'm right behind you. I'm like determined to finish this book today. Melanie, 20 pages. Nice. Cozy. Sampled some books and listened to Cruel World, 30% in. Nice. I saw that. Maybe it was you who put that on there on Discord today. I saw it. 38 pages. That's amazing, Hannah.
She's so quick.
I know.
I was like, I don't have that much less, but come on, I'm a slow reader. It's like,
For me, a lot of times too, I'm just like, or then I find myself like slowly going back over words. I'm like, why? Come on, let's just get through it. But it doesn't always work that way.
Well, even with this one, I will admit I skimmed a little bit at the beginning because, like I said, it was like so boring, and then it got to where it was really good. And if anybody's like ever read this series, like there's been like this slow burn type of romance with the two main characters, and then the author just like turned it up on its head in this like waiting all this time and like, and at the very end, that's why I was like, ooh, and my friend's like, because we both been like, come on. And there's like, I think there's supposed to be 2 more books in the series. And so we're like, they better do get something going.
Better turn around now. That's funny. Anna's 81% of the way through her book. Johara read 17 pages. Very nice. Lee, you need to put on the good layout so we can see more. Oh.
The screen where it's got.
I know.
There we go.
There you go.
Then you can see all my books that I have stacked.
At least make my bed. There we go.
Yeah, I'm still like putting all these books into my computer and stuff. So
why are they all red though?
These are the old Harlequins.
Oh, okay. It's this. I thought they were like in cases or something. Okay, now I see it. Okay. Yeah, it just the way I could see it, it looked like you had them in like packages
Yeah.
or something, like they were being mailed or something. Very nice. 6% through Threaded for Trouble. Nice. And Tiffany got through an episode and a half of The
All
Golden
right.
Girls. Excellent. What episodes are you watching?
They had like a whole like marathon yesterday on Hallmark in remembrance of Betty
Oh,
White.
I
Like it
didn't
was
know.
on all day long. And then at the end they did the Lost Valentine movie with her in it. And
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that movie. That'll make me cry. It made me cry the first time.
Yeah.
It's got a sad ending.
Even sometimes just hearing the intro to Golden Girls gets me all nostalgic and I start tearing up and I'm like, all right, knock it off. But, it happens. Cozy, there's usually a dud book in every series I like. Yeah, that's for sure. For me
Well, that's
too.
what with this one, I'm like, this series has been really solid. This is the
Mhm.
first one that I'll probably give it 4 stars. It's more like probably like a 3.75, but I'll probably give it like four
There you
stars
go.
because I did enjoy like the end part, even though the very end frustrated me.
Right.
But
Right.
you know,
That's how sometimes it's like then you have to like just think to yourself, like the overall book, did I enjoy it? Or was it just like the ending or one part of it?
just like my friend said, she goes, "I'm giving it 4 stars because there were some fun dog parts in it because they've got these dogs and they
There you
were."
go. Hey, whatever you like about it. And I said, I love the Golden Girls. Yeah, I think a lot of us do. I do for sure. And Han is about to get into season 2 of Golden Girls.
I find it okay, but it's not something that I just set out to watch.
No, I don't like sit down and watch it because I don't even know what channel it's on, and I don't have cable, so I would probably have to get some app
Yeah.
for it. But like it used to be one of those type of like, oh, if it was on when I would sit down, of course I'm gonna watch it.
Well, I get like it's like on like Hallmark and stuff, and I have the
Mhm.
Friendly app or whatever, and it's like $7.99, so it's not real bad. I use it mainly just because of
Oh,
Hallmark. So,
there you go. There you go.
and it has some other things on it that I would watch, but mostly it has Lifetime and things like that on the Friendly app.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. One thing I would like to get, and I just can't figure out how, is I like Bringing Up Bates, and it's on Up, but not any of the Up apps. Like you can watch them after the season's over. You can watch them on the app, but to watch it live, it seems like you just have to have cable for it. I've not figured out any other way to get
I was
it.
gonna say Friendly has Up TV on it too, but I don't know what you're talking about because I don't watch Up.
Right, that's it. I mean, I tried to get like 2 different apps that they said had it, but it was just
What's
the
it called again?
Bringing Up Bates.
Bringing Up.
And there is a new season on currently right now, but any way I could get like an app for it, it always says I can only watch the previous seasons.
It's like you can't like watch the like updated.
The one
Like,
that's currently on right now, I couldn't even watch like a week later or something like that. I can't watch them at all.
I was gonna look on my Friendly and see if they had one.
Yeah, I mean I would get it for $8 because I do enjoy the show, but it never seems like it works out. Any app I ever get never works for it.
What's the Bringing Up Bates about?
Do you know what 19 Kids and Counting is?
Oh yeah,
So it's a similar family to that, except they don't have all the molestation and prostitute drama. They're just like a more wholesome, I guess, family or whatever. I like them. I like that
I was
show.
gonna say I have never watched anything like that, but I've heard of it. Like
Yeah, that's. I mean, and I watched it when I had cable, but then after that, I've only watched it. Like I waited for like 3 or 4 seasons to build up, and then I watched it on an app. Somebody said Housekeeper and Nothing to Fear But Fear Itself, and that is her favorite TV show, which we already knew that.
yes, I know.
I didn't like the episode where Blanche, Dorothy, and Rose get sick. They were so mean to each other. I know the episode you're talking about. Cozy said, Main Clambake 9 was disappointing until the end. It ripped my heart out. I completely agree with you. I thought that was definitely like, I didn't like the first book, but that was like a belt buildup. But yeah, 9 I thought was kind of like a very
Is
slow.
that the one that the end of the series until the next one comes out? So you're all like,
Yes. Yes. But that was the only like exciting part of the book, I thought. Like everything else was kind of like unusually slow and boring, I thought. Oh, Golden Girls is on Hulu. I have Hulu right now.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the other
and
day.
it's on. I think it's on Peacock, but maybe not. I don't know.
And Johara has never watched the Golden Girls. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying I'm not surprised about that.
I was gonna say, it's not fantasy, so
Yeah, and it's an older show, so it's not
yeah,
a
it's an older
surprise to
show,
me.
yeah.
Yeah. Is Golden Palace any good? I see somebody further down says it was okay, and I agree it was okay. You don't have Dorothy at that point, so it wasn't the full Golden Girls. My favorite was when they all have the flu. Yeah, so I didn't like it as much. Yeah, for sure. Is Bringing Up Bates on TLC? It used to be, and then I believe they switched over strictly to Up TV. Lee, have you been watching the new season of 90 Days? Nope, I only watch it when I go over to my mom and my sisters, and then we binge it. So I do owe them a day of hanging out, so I will probably get on it and be caught up again because that's what we do. Is there anyone that I should be looking out for when we watch it? Discovery Plus has all the TLC shows, and it seems to air some soon after the episode. Yeah, I don't even mind if I have to wait a week for the episode or something like that. But everything was like, nope, you can't watch the current season, and I'm not getting cable.
I don't even see the show on this Up TV.
No. I had dinner and read 3 chapters. What did you have for dinner? I had a bagel and Cheerios, if anybody cares.
I made an enchilada bake. So.
Oh, nice.
Trying to get back into like some keto stuff. So like it had an almond crust like bottom nice. And just a hamburger with some enchilada sauce and cheese on top.
Nice. Yeah, for me, I was like, oh, I'm going to do keto or low carb again. So let me eat up all the carbs I have in my house because, we can't let them go to waste now.
I was doing that. We were doing that for like the end of December, early January, because we had all the stuff we'd bought, and there's still some of it because I'm like, well, it's in cans or right. It's a bag that we haven't opened. We can just put it back, and then we can just use it every now and then. Because like we had a bunch of beans and stuff like that we were doing with the other stuff, but those are kind of carby, so he really can't have those very often and stuff. Right. So, but yeah, it was like, let's eat all the noodles and let's eat all the
right. And I'm like. And then I went shopping by myself the other day, which for some reason always means if I go to the grocery store by myself, I'm buying a pack of like ramen noodles, like the 12 pack. I don't know why.
We have a container that has a bunch of like stuff that you can store and won't go bad. And it's got like ramen noodles and stuff like that in case something ever happens.
Right.
Got to be prepared because the way the world is now, you don't know. So.
Mm-hmm. I have stuff like that as well. My husband's like, are you a prepper? I'm like, maybe, or maybe I just don't want to starve. I want to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to still eat. When I sit outside on my stairs, I'll look sad like I haven't eaten like with everybody else, but inside I'm eating food.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't want nobody to know you have food.
Yeah, exactly. I'll sit outside like, oh, this sucks. But, I'll go inside and I'll eat my ramen noodles and I'm good.
Yeah, eat your ramen, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love Discovery Plus as TLC, Food Network, Discovery, Travel Channel, and more. Oh, okay. Yes, I have to like look more into some of these channels, but I feel like, I don't watch enough TV to warrant paying for a lot of them.
Yeah, it was like this one's not bad. It's got Lifetime and it's got a family channel and then FYI, the History Channel if you're into that. InSpeed, it has the InSpeed channel on it. Then it has all 3 of the Hallmarks. And it has A&E and the Dove Channel and Lifetime.
That is a lot for $7.99.
Yeah,
well, that's
and then it has other stuff that I'm not interested in.
Right,
like I don't know, FETV. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea on that one.
And it's got the Game Show Network in case people like game shows.
Okay,
it's got Military History, Vice, all that kind of stuff. The Weather Channel.
That's a lot. That's actually a lot.
Yeah, they added some channels and they raised the price $1, but they added some channels.
Yeah.
But they're not bad channels. Some of them aren't, too bad channels.
There you go.
Now you can get Lifetime Movie Channel on here, so you can watch the movies and stuff.
There you go. Now, see, I'll have to look into those. All right, it's 8:00. You want to do another sprint?
Sure.
And then I will pick back up with the combos. Till, what do you want to do? 8:30, 8:45?
Whatever is fine.
We'll go 8:30. Or 30, sorry.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. Like, I don't even pay attention to when you say like 8:30 because I know it's going to be 7:30 my time. So.
Same thing if anybody else says it. I'm like, I just in my mind converted. I'm like, I got what you mean. Yeah. All right. Happy reading. What did you do on that one?
Oh, okay. I only read like about 3%, I think, but I was talking to my friend about the
The
other
other
book.
There you go. There you go.
And how frustrated we were.
I'm at 91%, and I feel like everything just came like crashing together right now. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Gonna go back to some comments. Hannah said, "LOL, Tiffany will give Johara a hard time about it tomorrow. Probably about Gilmore Girls, Golden Girls. They're so good. My favorite still the Days and Nights of Sophia Petrillo. Yes." Johara said, "I watch soap. It's from the 70s, and it's a comedy, not fantasy. LOL." Okay.
well, then you should try the Golden Girls then.
Yeah. I think it's very I think it is a funny show. So it's like it was just like an 80s show, but I think you still find the humor in it.
Well, somebody must like it, or it wouldn't be all over the place.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Tiffany said the Golden Palace is okay, not the magic of the Golden Girls. I agree with that. Anna, I want to give the Kinsley Minhone series by Sue Grafton.
Probably wants to try it.
Yeah, try it. I don't know what that is. Look, everyone. LOL, everyone. This season is a train wreck. Gino and Jasmine are the ones to definitely look out for. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one. Beth said, my boyfriend made chuck roast cooked over potatoes in a bed of onions and garlics with horseradish garlic butter topped with hand cut tomatoes with gravy. Oh my gosh. Can we eat at your house tonight?
That's what I was like.
Please, can we eat at your house tonight?
I want a boyfriend like that.
Yeah, right? Right? Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Whoa, congrats. Congrats. I didn't watch Sunday's episode yet. I'll watch after the live. Oh, she's talking about 90 Day Fiancé. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I don't watch reality TV, so I don't know.
My sister is such a junkie for like every reality show that's on. She watches them all. She watches all the Real Housewives, all of that stuff.
Wow.
Which to me is like so the opposite of her, but no, she's all into them.
Yeah, like I used to watch Dancing with the Stars, but that was the only reality TV that I really watched.
I used to only watch The Voice up until they pick the teams, like just when it was the blind auditions, and then after that I didn't watch it anymore. I'm like, okay, I don't care.
You want to watch all the failures, you don't care.
Right, all the stuff before that, you know, but then once they got on the teams, I didn't care. I'm like,
it's like American Idol, watching all those people that just wanted their 15 minutes of fame, but they were horrible singers.
That's so funny that you said, because just yesterday somebody like sent me a clip of this girl that back then I thought was hilarious, that she really thought that she was like an amazing singer, and she's like yelling at them like, you know, everybody tells me I'm an amazing singer, and I'm like, you have to be lying. Like, you're so, who says
if it's your family telling you that, there's a reason. They don't want
like, I'm just like, meanwhile my mom would like be like, you can't sing, like, don't embarrass yourself or me, don't go on national television, like, no. Cozy, so I got to use my mod powers. Oh, for the person that was in there before. Very good. Happy anniversary. January sucks. New Year goals start in February. I'm absolutely with you right there. Even my boss said, I was like, oh, we were packing up everything for the show today, and my back was hurting, and I was like, oh man, I got to book a massage. And I just got on our my promotion that I got last year got me like a higher insurance type of thing, or a better insurance type of thing at work. Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, use your insurance. I'm like, no, life doesn't start till we get back from Tucson. Like, then I can make my appointments. I don't want to stress about anything until then.
Yeah.
Like, because now it's like, oh, I only have 1 week.
Well, you know, it's January has just not been good for so many people. It's crazy. It's just like we're hoping for such a better year, and then all of a sudden, like one of my friends, like her husband lost his job, and then and it's like Oh, we're starting it with a bang. You can't get any worse, right? We start out bad. Maybe it means it's going to get better as we go.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, that I honestly I saw coworkers at work today that I haven't seen since the day before Christmas Eve because they were out sick. I was out sick. They're still out sick. Like I'm just like, oh, like how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How was your birthday? How are you feeling? You know, it's like, okay, like one girl had a kid while we've been gone. I'm like, okay, like so much happened. I'm like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. We're all going to do. February is the new year, start of the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Say have a great day. Thanks. Johara, if I felt better, I would get on you about not having seen the Golden Girl. I get Discovery Plus 2. Oh, wow. I get nothing.
Because she's a student. That's cool.
Yeah, that absolutely works.
I have Discovery Plus. I think it's only like $5.99 though, or something, $6.99, and it's not really expensive either. And I guess that's the reality TV that I watch because I like watch Dead Files,
Okay.
Ghost Hunters, or something like that.
Yeah, that's my mom's all about the ghost hunters, Alaska, and women who kill their husbands.
Yeah, and I like IDTV with
Yep.
the
She watches all that stuff. Tiffany, I can barely move my upper body today. I feel you. I hate cold weather. Yeah, you've been talking about your arthritis a lot. I really hope you get some warmer weather in there.
My whole body hurts. I started I did the exercise yesterday, and then today I've stacked wood and stuff because we're supposed to get really cold. Because like tomorrow, like the high is 34 and like the low is 9, and then the next day I think the high is 25 and the low is like 9 again. And so I'm like trying to stack up enough wood that maybe it'll last through all that, so I don't have to stack wood when it's really cold. But now my back is telling me you worked too hard today.
Mm-hmm. I always say, like, I don't care if I would have like a big house or anything. If I could just, my only luxury would be a hot tub. Doesn't have to be a big one, just a small one that I can get in every day. Like that would help me so much. That would help me big time.
My luxury would be not to have wood heat. I would like central heat and air.
Yeah, that would be good. Central air and heat would be very luxurious. Dishwasher would be luxurious for me. Having a washer and dryer would be luxurious for me.
Yeah.
What are you switching to, Hannah? Yeah, I hope everybody feels better. We all need to get better over here. Cold one day, warm the next, back and forth, starting to make me sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because like come next Monday, it's supposed to be 50 again.
Right, there you go. And it's just like, ugh, so annoying. Let's say I said in the bedroom, it's absolutely like 20 degrees colder in here than it is in the rest of the house.
Wow.
And I mean, that's probably because I have the window open as well, but you know. Hey, Sherry. Everyone got here 6. Go away. Sorry.
She is on a mission to finish the Count of Monte Cristo.
I can tell. I'm getting dinner ready. What did you have for dinner?
See, her library loan goes back in like a couple of days, so she's gonna hurry up and get it done.
Yeah, on this book, mine goes, I have 2 days left. So I was like, no, this has to get done. Jane, good morning all. Just had my COVID booster and it's way worse than the first 2. Good day for reading. Oh, I hope you feel better. I hope you don't get a lot of symptoms and you get over it quickly. Hey, Robin, how are you? I just saw her on her channel yesterday. Take care, Jane. I was lucky my booster wasn't as bad as my second shot, which was worse. People saying hi. Thanks. Taking a break from reading to go write. Work on my prequel. Oh, she's so close to ending. Like, you've written like 3 books last year. Like, you're just pushing them out. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting some scenes yesterday. Starting to think they're only 2 chapters. Okay, they're talking, they're writing. Nicole, I read 16%. Excellent. Cozy, 37% audiobook. Have to go. Enjoy the sprints. I thought I was at the end right there. Everyone's saying goodnight. Jillian got up to 87%. Okay, I think one more sprint and we can get it done. And I read 45 pages of my Stephanie Plum book. Is that like she's on number 20?
Oh, wait, she's on the last one.
7?
She's on Game On. Ain't that the last one? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or the latest one?
I don't know. When I was just watching her video, she said she had 2 more. She probably read both since then.
Yeah, because I think she did the 27 and now she's on the Game On.
Yeah, in that one, it was like she finished 26 in the vlog I just watched of hers. I only got 90 words written, but then I had to look up something. And then you go down the rabbit hole of the internet, probably, because that happens to me for everything. Nancy, 30% from 15. That's a nice jump right there. Congratulations. That makes book number 4 for 2022. My goal is to read 22 books in 22, but I think I'll read more than that. If you're at 4 already, you're probably going to get more than that in,
Yeah.
90 Day Fiancé. I meant to write that down, too. I'm going to write down Gino and Jasmine and ask April about that.
Is that one of her favorite shows to watch, too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it's one of the... I'll get into it while I'm there, but then when I get home, I'll never watch it again until I go back there again. And then there's, like, Life After 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Days the Other Way, where, like, the American goes to their country. So... You can get wrapped up in it. Sorry. Haven't written too much. It was hard to figure out how to start the chapter, but I got it now. Excellent. Bev got 2 more chapters read. April and I need to talk about our love of trashy reality TV shows. Oh, you guys would be going on because she watches them all. All of them. Holy mod powers activate. Posted a picture of the food on Discord. Oh my! We're gonna have to go.
Yes, I looked at it. It was very good.
Oh, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. You want to watch some TV now? Enjoy the rest of your night, Bev. There is so much COVID around. I'm staying in. I did start exercising a food plan, but who knows? So easy to fall off the wagon. Yes. Absolutely is.
It's so easy to let my father tempt me with like going out to eat. Because I hate cooking. Yeah. He knows it.
And they'll use, even Marcus just said before, he was like, I just went to grab an apple. And because I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I only have to like from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. to eat. So at this point, I'm always like, oh, let me just grab a snack so I have something. And he's like, maybe tomorrow we'll have pizza. And I'm like, but I made a bunch of food. Like, he's like, yeah, but don't you want pizza? I want to taste pizza. And then he's like describing it, and I'm like, okay, we could get pizza tomorrow. Because like now I want it. Such enablers.
Yes.
This month was just an extension of last year. Yes, I agree with you on that one. Hey Jane, how are you? This is an eclectic mix of interest. Yes, it is. If you haven't read it yet, The Personal Library by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray is amazing. I got it for Christmas from my hubby. One of the best books I've ever read. What is that about? I feel like that'd be something up your alley, Storm.
I was like, I'll look it up too.
Mm-hmm. The weather's going up and down and temperature messes with your allergies. Oh, absolutely. Same here, Jane. I felt miserable after I got my booster. Knocked me out with my handy-dandy flu and cold meds. Oh. I'm sorry you guys are having to deal with that. My last one right now, finished 27th on Sunday. Okay. The vlog that took forever to upload. Love 90 Day Fiancé too. Okay. But pizza. What, 90 Day Fiancé and pizza?
Yeah.
That's where I'm feeling right now. Is it something you'd be into?
What?
Is it something you'd be into?
I can't find it.
I don't know.
So I don't know if it's spelled wrong or something. Because I like copy and paste it.
Smart. Let's take a look. Personal library.
I just didn't.
Oh, I see. Here we go. Yeah, no, I just feel like the just even the look of it, I feel like would be something you'd be into. Curate a collection of rare manuscripts, books, and artwork for his new, Pierpont Morgan Library. This becomes a fixture in the New York. I feel like I've seen something about this book before. Hmm. Ah, I see now what it is. Yes, and add it to my TBR.
Goodness, I had to like go and like put it in my browser and like find it. I tried to put it in Goodreads and I couldn't get it.
You had to do it the old school way.
Yes, I did. But I found it.
Reg and I are going to Hawaii for our 4-year anniversary beginning of February, so I need to get COVID now or quarantine till we leave, not letting anything ruin this trip. Is that your first time going to Hawaii? I'm planning on going back, hopefully, in November. So, I'm sure you'll have an amazing time. But yes, I know, like you're like, get it over with. Nothing's going to ruin my vacation. I'm going to have an amazing time no matter what. And the personal library is about a woman named Bella DeCoste who's hired to work at JP Morgan's library. She has to protect her true identity so she doesn't use her job, set in the 1900s.
Yeah, that looks like something like really up my alley.
Yeah, I saw it and I'm like, okay, I do think I've come across this before. I found it in Fantastic Fiction Storm. Marie Benedict is the author. Yes, it's our first time going to Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island. I've been to Oahu and Maui, not the Big Island yet. I hope you guys have an amazing.
I've never been.
But you've been like to so many other places in the world, the Philippines multiple times, and you've gone to other places too.
Yeah, I've been to Germany and
Yeah.
And while we were in Germany, we just, took a train to the Czech Republic.
See, I'm jealous.
And then we went to Austria. And then I went and did the whole Sound of Music. I said, I'm doing this for my friend because she like really loves the Sound of Music too. But we went up like the mountains and like where it was like, and so I was like, the hills are. And I turned around. I was like, I have to.
You have to, yeah, absolutely. You guys will have an amazing, amazing time. I want to go to Hawaii or just on a trip. I need a vacation somewhere fun. Yeah, I think we all need a somewhere fun right now.
I've probably traveled more outside of the U.S. than I have in the U.S.
Yeah, that's my. I said before, my only claim to fame is I've been to all 50 states.
Because I'd like to, go to Disneyland or Disney World. I've never done that. Or the Grand Canyon or the
amazing
monuments. Like, I want to go to Smithsonian and all that stuff.
Tiffany was talking about a trip that she's going to take later on this year toward like Maryland. She was just getting me excited. I'm like, oh, you could go here, you could go here, you could do this. And I'm like, all right, I've got to stop myself because I don't know how much time she has. And I'm just like going to plan like a whole like week-long trip for her, because I'm like, I love that. Like, that's what I love doing is just like planning a trip for somebody and like getting them excited to go on their trip. Yeah, Hannah's jealous of Tiffany going to Disney. I really want to go. Yeah, that is making me a little jealous too because I love
Disney.
Disney.
I've always wanted to go. Yeah.
I love Disney. Nancy, the personal librarian, historical about some racism issues. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what when I read that I was like, okay, that's made me remember.
Right. It looks like interesting.
Mm-hmm. All 50 states. That's awesome. We're slowly working our way through them. Yeah, that took me actively pursuing it from 2004 to 2017.
I'm all for Tiffany's suggestion of going diner hopping. We need to go and diner hopping through all the states. But amazing. I know she's like, especially up there in Jersey, like you guys have a lot of diners or something.
Yeah, I have like 3 diners in my town. But still worth it, absolutely, to go to. DC is so much fun. I love that city. Yeah, she's going to be like right outside of there-ish. So I think she'll have an amazing time. And she's going at a time where like the cherry blossoms could be going. So that would be amazing to see in real life. I should hire you to plan a trip for me because I get so stressed out. You don't even have to hire me. I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. I love to plan trips for people. Love it. It looks interesting. The book, yeah, I definitely would take a look at that. You guys want to do one more
Sure.
sprint? What do you want to go to? 20?
That works, yeah.
What the heck did I just do?
Trying to get myself back into this other book now since I haven't read it in a while. I'm like,
But you guys sometimes you got to motivate yourself to get there.
yeah. I'm 46% into it, so
You got this. Excuse me. All right. Happy reading. How'd you do?
Okay, I made it to 51%, so
Okay.
starting to pick up a little bit. It's been a little slow. It's a middle grade fantasy, and they're
Okay.
having to kind of get the build up to where they're going to be doing the like action part, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I do will say one thing. He's like kind of like the chosen one thing because he's a descendant from like these fancy like people or whatever, and he's very like reluctant and scared. And
Okay.
sometimes they think they're just like really tough and can just fight anything because they're supposed to. But he's
Right.
at least he's like really kind of because he's 12 years old, so he
Oh,
shouldn't be
okay.
like all gung ho because it's a middle grade. He shouldn't be like I can just do anything I want, because I'm like the chosen one or whatever.
Right.
So he's like scared of failing, scared of his friends that are with him are afraid that they're gonna, and so it's like a little bit more realistic for a 12-year-old to be afraid
Yes.
going into battle because you don't know what's gonna happen. He might die.
Right. And that the good part about that is too is like then there's like the lesson of learning to overcome the fear,
Right.
but it's natural to feel scared. Nice. Yeah, I've got 9 minutes and 25 seconds left in this book, but I'm gonna get it done tonight.
I was gonna say you'll finish it afterwards and get.
Yeah, I will. I'll just wrap everybody up
I
here.
have 4 hours and 31 minutes left in this book. That's my how fast I read. If somebody else would probably have like 2 hours left.
Depends, yeah. Well, I was definitely pushing it at the end. Like in the beginning, I was listening to this at like 1.5, and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna focus and listen at 2.0. I'm getting this done.
Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah.
It's just like, all right, I gotta get. Plus, there's some of the narrators I feel like talk so slow, and then other ones are
Yeah.
faster, so I can't listen any more.
Well, it's like with the Count of Monte Cristo. I started out at like 1.5, but now I'm like at 1.75, and I'm okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, I couldn't do it any faster than that because then it's like, oh, I don't have a clue what's going on.
Mhm. Are you reading and listening to that?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
kind of. The translations are different, so that's the one thing. I couldn't find an ebook translation of the same audiobook. And so
that's the only
they're a
thing I
little
was
different.
thinking about. Like, it's not going to be like one to one like that.
But for the most part, it's not too bad. But there's like sometimes like the end of the chapter, like on the audiobooks, like chapter 54, and you're like, wait, there's like 3 paragraphs left. Okay, well, we'll just flip over.
Right.
Obviously, that wasn't important. We'll just move over.
We're just moving on. It's
Yeah,
fine.
moving on.
That's funny. What did Johara said? I never cared about going to Disney. My sister's boyfriend took her there on her birthday last week. I did go to Universal though and loved it. I spent most of my time in the Harry Potter world. I get it. I like them both. I feel like they both have different things that are fun. Same, I can figure out how to get there, but I need ideas of what to do. Well, whenever you want an idea of what to do anywhere, I'm happy to help anybody figure it out. I truly do love to plan trips for people.
I think the place that I want to go the most is Ireland.
Yeah, like I mean, I've done. I don't want to say like I've been everywhere in the United States. So I'm every state, but yeah, I'm ready to move on. Like I want to go to Europe now and start seeing stuff. Like for sure. That's can't wait for that. Jillian said, fun ideas, diners. Our goal is every national park in the country. Hopefully that will take care of most states, if not all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my next goal is to go to all of the baseball parks. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Get that one done too. I want to go to
I would
Salem
like
on
to do that.
Halloween. Yeah, that's super busy, but you'll have an amazing fun time.
Yeah, I would like to do that, but yeah, it's super busy.
Mm-hmm. Even when we went last year, and we went like 2 weeks before Halloween, and things were sold out for like the whole weekend that we were going to be there.
Yeah, I was like probably anything during the whole of October is probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're gonna, I mean, like if you just want to be in the midst of it, yeah, go like around Halloween. But yeah, if you want to like see stuff and have like a semi relaxing time, I'd go more toward the beginning of the month.
Yeah, and you probably have to get like tickets for any of that kind of stuff in advance, or
Oh, yeah.
it would be like also.
Yeah, like we were like, wait, everything's sold out because I had gone a few years before that with my mom, and it wasn't like that bad at all. I don't know too if it because it was 2020 2020 and people were just kind of like tired of being in the house and they're like, "Oh, no one else is going to go. We'll go." And it was like that was everybody's plan because everybody went.
That's always like it's just like let's go in the morning. Nobody gonna be there, and then it's like packed, and it's like well, everybody else had the same idea.
Exactly. Exactly. Anna said she's starting to read To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I actually love that book, so I hope you do too.
I've never read it.
Oh yeah, it's a good series. I liked it.
Is that the one that they have a Netflix show on? Okay.
I didn't watch the show, but I did read the books. So, and I enjoyed them. Sherry's on page 824. Oh, she must be reading Monte Cristo. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like 824.
She's getting there.
Mm-hmm. Hannah, 48 pages, 43%. Nice. Johara, I've written 838 words so far in this chapter. I have 40,237 words in total in this book. Oh my gosh. Doing the 838 words would be a lot for me right now. A lot. Nicole, I'm at 30% into it. Nice. And Robin, I got 366 words this time. I'm going slow, but I'm slowly feeling my way through it. Any progress is progress.
Yeah.
I'm up to 1.81 on Monte Cristo.
She's trying to get it done.
Yeah, really is. Is To All the Boys I Loved Before appropriate for a 12-year-old? She's older than that in the book. There's kissing. There's maybe thoughts of a little bit more than that. So you can
but no actual.
No. I mean, I considered it more on the innocent side, but I wasn't thinking about it from a 12-year-old's point of view.
Yeah. Was always like, well, you're gonna let her know, and then she can decide what her 12-year-old can handle or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there was nothing bad that happened, but you decide, Sherry. But at least I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I think everybody's enjoying it more than me. But at least in the end, I can say I read it.
Yeah, that's all you can say is you read it. That's it. Yes, Robin.
I thought it would be a little bit more action-packed, I think, but it's not.
That's what I'm thinking, like, because everybody talks about it being like it's a revenge story. So, like, I'm thinking a lot of action.
It's a lot of setup to the revenge part, I think. And that's the part that I'm getting a little bogged down in because it's like, well, what does this have to do with the story? But it's just a lot of setup, I think, to the last part of the book. And so that's where everybody else is in that last part, but I ain't quite got there yet.
I think definitely when I read, I'm going to go back to your like buddy read section and start like reading comments as I go along.
And use Spark Notes because I think that really helps a lot.
I forget. I think I did that with it wasn't 1984, but it was another one because I'm like, what are we talking about here? Like I did need that to go along. And then it started making me think like, all right, we're not back in school here, but apparently like you need to have that. So I'll give it a try. Thank you.
There you go.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you guys want to wrap everything up. I know I had said to 9 and it's 9:30 or 30 now. So
yeah, I know. I was like, I think we're going over your time, but you're in control. So whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, so Marcus just came. He's like, "Are you done yet? You said 9." He goes, "Come on." I was like, all right, I'm wrapping up now. So, thank you so much for coming on with me, though. This was a lot of fun. And to everybody that came to hang out and read, thank you guys so much.
And tomorrow it's what, Tiffany, right?
Tomorrow we're on Tiffany's channel, I believe 6:30.
6
she says 6, but I thought she put 6:30.
But she always says if I say 6:30, I mean 6.
I mean 6.
So I'm holding her to it.
Yeah, she did do 6. So tomorrow on Tiffany the Beach Bum Bookworms channel, we will be sprinting at 6. I believe this week on Friday I will be hosting the sprints. And then on Saturday, Killing Time with Cozy's book club at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Hannah says he's a pro Spark Notes pro.
Yeah, right? Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, I'm glad it helped you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.